Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. Yay, happy Tuesday. I've been working like a little busy bee. I have put up a bunch of new videos. Finally, after saying that forever and ever that I would be getting those videos up, I have the videos up for my process for random collage, some of my guidelines, a video about fussy cutting, fussy tearing options if you really hate to fussy cut. Hi Kathleen, hi Linda, Dora, Laura. I finally got them done, even with my kitty cat nonsense, and they are up. Let me know if I didn't explain something well enough. It took me a couple of weeks to get them done. I am such a perfectionist when it comes to making that kind of video. I had to redo them quite a few times. I wanted them to be just so it took me a little while, but I think they're going to be helpful. They're going to answer quite a few questions that I get asked a lot. Hi Vicky and Vicky and Susan. Hello everyone. I'm excited to be here today. I have been working like crazy to get videos done, so I didn't get to work on this book like I had hoped. So I'm still putting on the background images because I ran out of time. I wish there were more hours in the day. Just a couple more hours, and maybe I could get all my stuff done that I want to get done. Can somebody arrange that for me, please? Can someone get to that? Hi, Angel. Is that Orla? I haven't seen Orla in forever. And Kathleen, she gets to be here today. She didn't get to be here last week. Excited. I don't have a lot of stuff to do today. I do apologize. See if we can get this project moving. Put that in the cover. Let's just put that in the cover. I need my little cloth to make sure that this glue is actually gluing down. I was using the washable glue from the Dollar Tree last week. Hi Steph. Hi Mrs. Gigi. Thank you, Susan. You only watched one of them? You only watched one. Which one did you watch, Susan? Just curious. It is a series that I put up there. I do have a playlist called Collage, and that playlist has a lot of the live streams in it, where I am doing pages, random collage, different projects, so that you can see more of the process. The videos that I did, that I put up yesterday, they are not quite so much process videos as they are just putting down the basics. Just describing the process in general, things that I keep in mind. And hi Laura, hi Emily. Laura watched the fussy cutting one and loved it. Thank you. That one took me a few takes. That one was a little rough. I finally got it where I wanted it. It was a little rough there for a little bit. Fussy cutting, it is a rough one. It's hard to. Collage in general is pretty difficult to teach. It is one of those things that everybody's got a different style, and it's one of those things that you kind of like fractions when you're a kid. You don't always understand what they're going for a long time. Collage, color theory, those kinds of things they're a little rough for some people. And some people just, take to them like the duck to water. Everybody can collage. It's something that anybody can do. But people have so many different styles of collage. You just have to find somebody to teach you that you find echoes your style. So, I'm not for everyone, and that is just how my process goes, and I do hope it helps people. Let me put, I think I've got quite a bit of this security envelope in all kinds of places, so I think I need to stop using this one because it's getting to be a little redundant. I'm finding it everywhere. I want these pages to be a little different. Susan watched the fussy cutting one too. You'll watch the rest tonight. You like the videos, Mrs. Gigi? I was starting to say something about the dollar store glue. These two little pieces here I glued on with the dollar store glue last week, right? We were doing a little experiment, seeing how well it would do. It is not coming up at all at this point. It is on there really good. If I were to try to get it off, it's not coming up. I am extremely surprised that it is working so well. I guess we'll give it some time and we'll see what happens over time. A lot of times these washable glues, they work well in the beginning, and then after a year or two, they kind of stop being glue, and your things start falling off. I have noticed that, so I guess we will see. We will just take notice, watch this video again, and see where it leads us, because I'm also using the washable Elmer's school glue. I got some at the back to school sales, and I'm putting a lot on as well. So these are the Dollar Tree pieces, and this is an Elmer's piece. So in a year, when we go back and watch this video, so that we can see how well they hold up in the long run. This is one of those, I really don't care how it turns out projects. It's just been a relaxing something to do in between making all these stupid videos. Sorry, I was almost late today. I was doing another workshop. Hi, Cheryl. Oh, really? Kathleen says about the glue. Let me put this down while it's still got some stuff to it here. Well, it's still wet, and actually will glue onto something. Kathleen says she thinks that if the glue has started to dry out, it doesn't stick as well or as long. She started sitting it in water for a while, and it works better. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So I've got most of the pages, or all the pages have something on it. Some pages have more stuff than other pages. And so I kind of need to go through each page and fill up the pages. So maybe I should be doing that. Here's some that really need a whole lot of stuff. So let me put some larger pieces down here. I did not. You had dried out sticks and they rehydrated. Really? Am I missing people? Let me go back for just a second. Hi, Patricia. You loved the video, Cheryl. Thank you so much. That is very, very interesting. So Susan has a new YouTube channel that I am going to have to go visit. Susan, my dear, can you please Facebook message me a link to your channel so I can go visit? I can't. Hi, Christoph. If you are in the chat, you can click on the three little dots after somebody's name to go to their channel to see if they've got anything up and going. But I can't do that because I am streaming, and that will mess everybody up. So Susan, please send me a link so that I can go and find it later. You love the videos too? Your glue sometimes have been like jelly. The whole stick. You don't know why. It's probably because it's drying out. Yes. Yes, Vicki. Thank you, Susan. Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. I want my videos just so. I am really a perfectionist when it comes to my videos and other things. Need I say. I do take quite a bit of time to figure out what I want to say, how I want to say it in a way that's understandable. Sometimes it takes quite a bit of time. Sometimes it takes a few tries to get the video exactly how I want it before I post it. Videos are tough for me because I want them to be perfect. I want them to be, well, they're not perfect because I misspeak quite a bit, but I want them to be understandable. I don't want to forget anything. Live streams are so much easier for me. Hi, Mary Lou. Hi, Emma. Because I don't have an agenda. I don't have a list of things that I want to remember to say. I'm just, chatting with you guys and working on a project, and I do, talk about my thought process and, things as I go about doing the projects. But it's not like a video where I am really paying attention to what I say and how I say it, and if I'm including everything I need to, and did I forget to mention that. And for making videos also, I have to do samples. To make a short video, I am doing 3 of the same project, so I can have it in various stages, so you're not watching me glue this stage and do that stage. I have to have the samples all finished so I can show you what I mean by this and then go to the next one and show you what I mean by that. So in a live stream, I'm working on one project. I start to finish, whatever. In a video, I've got 3 of the same project going on. It takes time to do that many projects, I do have to say. So it takes longer for me to do a video than it does for me to live stream. So that's why there's not as many videos, short little videos up as there are live streams. It takes 3 times longer to do a video than it does to do this live stream. And I like talking to you guys anyway. Sometimes I do have to make more samples for my retakes. I was almost late today. I was doing another workshop for my Patreon channel. My Patreon channel, I'm getting the workshops up there. There's only a few up there at the moment. I'm still working on them. And again, perfectionist, I want them to be just so before I put them up there. So they take me a little while to figure out and to get up. But I was working on one today, and I got it all finished up right before I needed to come on. I wanted to have it up for you guys today over there at Patreon. I wanted it posted before the stream. It just didn't happen, but it's almost there. It'll be there right after the stream. So, these workshops over on Patreon, if you are interested, they echo the videos that I just put up on YouTube here. They go into more detail. They are they're little exercises to help you practice some of the concepts that I have in those videos. So the guidelines that I use most often in my collage are the rule of thirds, odd number focal points, overlapping, scale, and repetition. Those are the things that I really like to use. I think this is too yellow. What do you guys think? Is this too yellow? So what I'm doing is I am doing these little exercises or workshops. One day I would like to do some in-person workshops, and so I am figuring out all those little bits, figuring out what I need to say, getting my samples ready, anticipating questions, that kind of thing. So I'm using, that's a horrible thing to say, hi Sherry, I am using those people over there on Patreon. They get to help me with feedback and things for these little workshops, telling me where I'm going wrong and all that kind of stuff. So that is one of the perks of being a Patreon pledger. You get to help me out and have some of these workshops that you can do on your own time and do it any way that you want to do them. So just a little plug over there for the Patreon. If you want some extra exercises to go with the videos here on YouTube, that's what's going on over there. Just some extra exercises to practice their little projects to have fun with. So I'll end the plug there, okay? I need to put this little piece somewhere, and I'm not sure where to put it. Okay, so we're getting to a point where I need to, here's a good place. This edge needs a little bit of something on both sides, so that's going to be good. All right, my fingers are getting sticky already. Where's my wet ones? Putting all that extra glue on these little pieces are making my fingers sticky. Okay. Hello, Margaret. You just popped in to say hi? Well, hello. It is very nice to see you. I know that you've got a craft group that you go to instead of the live stream. I know you watch the recordings. So hello, Margaret. Nice to see you. It's fabulous. Your grandson started high school last week. It doesn't seem possible. I know how that goes. How fast time goes, doesn't it? It just goes really fast. All right, let me get this little bit of white spot off here. I didn't get a chance to eat. I was busy trying to get that workshop up, and my tummy's growling, and I hope you can't hear it. I hope it's not too loud, and I hope it doesn't get too loud so that you do hear it. So please excuse my tummy if it really gets bad. Please excuse my tummy. You're forever 45. I was forever 28 for the longest time. I don't think I can pull it off anymore, but I told people I was 28 for the longest time, and they believed me, which is horrible. Well, in a way, it's kind of horrible. They believed me. Let me put this piece here. So this project has really been restful for me. It's one of those don't care about projects. It can, if it doesn't turn out, I'm not going to be too worried about it. But it's nice to have a project just to mess around with when I've got some time. And that's a little bit too long, so let me tear that off. And it's turning out a whole lot better than I really anticipated. Let's see, where do I put this little tiny bit? We'll put it right there in that little spot. All right, so I was supposed to be doing these pages and filling up each page as I go. Well, there you go. There you go. Fabulous. All right. My hands are still a little sticky here. All right. And I still need to do a little bit of the cover. This tape is splitting. This tape is splitting, so I might have to put a piece of something over that to make it stay there. I'm going to worry about the pages and then worry about the cover is what I think I'm going to do. I liked this Discover paper. I thought that would be pretty interesting in this kind of a book. So let me put some of this little bits in there. Discover, discover, discover. Love that. Let me pull it that way. Discover, discover. Hello, Artsy Fartsy. Just love that name. Just love it. So, I think I said that I have a new workshop going up on Patreon. I'm really excited about this one. This is good. I had a lot of fun with it. Uh-oh. If I do discover, 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 it's going to be upside down. Don't necessarily like that too much. So let's tear that off a little bit and the upside down part of it and put it someplace else that it's not going to be too upside down-ish. I don't want it too close to the other one either. How about right there? That looks like a perfect spot for some discover words. Where'd the rest of that go? Let's see here. Let's put that there. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying the collage videos. It's about time I finally got those up. I've been promising them forever. I really have. It is about time. I've been promising those little short videos for a year. Close to a year, if not a full year. I've been promising them. They were a lot of work, but I think they are what I need. What clock? What clock? Uh-oh. I got, this one needs to be dug out, so I'm going to put it to the side. Digging out glue tends to make my fingers extremely sticky, so I'm going to go back to the Dollar Tree glue. I have to remember to make sure I've got enough glue on this so that it will stick forever. I need to turn my page too. Okay, I don't want to cover her face. That's not a good place for her. There we go. I don't want to take off her nose. And where can I put this strip? Right there. Perfect. Got this yellow. What did you guys say about the yellow? Do we like the yellow or do we not like the yellow? Do you think it would look weird having yellow bits inside there? I think it distracts my eye too much. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Take the lid off, Carla. It really does help to get the glue on the paper. Really, really. Okay, just need a little spot for a little bit. Like right there. Not the bright yellow. They look both, in person, they both look really bright. So which one are you talking about, the bright yellow? They look the same to me. So maybe I shouldn't put either one of them on. They both look pretty close to the same to me. Oh, I can see in the camera this one is much brighter, but in person they're pretty close. So I'm not going to put them on because they're probably going to be pretty noticeable in person. More so than you guys can tell. I'm going to turn my page here. I am going to turn my page. Alright, so I'm trying to go from one side to the other and fill in any gaps is what I'm trying to do, but I keep getting distracted with going further. I do. Let's see how far I can get. I really wanted to put in some focal image kind of things today. Just can't do it all. I wish I could. I just can't. That is going off the edge too much. Just cut it off. We'll just cut it off. Maybe smaller bits will be more destructive. I don't want to take the chance. I don't want something kind of like that to make me not like the project. And so far I like the more subtle colors. There's not really any bright colors in here, and I think that's what I like about it, so I'm gonna leave it that way for now, and leave the brightness out of it. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I could see in the camera that it could be a little destructive. So we'll just leave it at that. Yes, it does seem to be mostly blue and beige. Too bright and too big is definitely attention grabbing. Definitely. So let's see here. We'll put that right there. Put a little bit of painted paper on. I was going to leave that for some details and stuff, but I guess not. I think that's what I'm going to put on the top. Maybe some stickers, maybe some little focal points. I am just going to have some fun with it. Some postage stamps, some tickets, Should we add a little bit? There's a little bit of yellow in this one. I think I'm going to add a little bit of this. It's not quite as bright as the other one. I'm going to tear off those straight edges though. So I guess we'll just add a little bit of yellow and see how it goes. A little tiny bit. Maybe that's too much. Too big for the spot. And it's painted paper against painted paper. I don't really want that. So let's put it down here. Wrap it around to the other side. And this is why I work in signatures, so I'm not fighting the pages and the book when I'm trying to glue things in. It's the only thing I don't like about this book so far. It is just a little, didn't get enough glue on that. A little difficult to work with in some places, especially the second row here, the middle row. It's a little unfriendly. Just a little. But we'll make it work. I will make it work. All right. And where can I put that little bit? Let's put it over here. Lots and lots of glue. And wrap it around like that. Where's my cloth at? I think pressing down the glue while it's wet is helping it stay stuck as well. I hope it'll stay there for a while. Okay, that's a bit of a rough edge there. A bit of a rough edge. Alrighty. Let's use some of this piece up. So thank you everyone for your thumbs up. Tilda was extra careful, or she filled in for Vicky last week, and she did such a great job with thumbs up and everything else. She really did fill in very well. I didn't even ask her to. She just did it. So, and I do wonder where Miss Tilda is. Okay, so I need to get some little tiny pieces to start filling in some of these spots. Okay, I do not like that straight edge right there, that little white bit. So let me take that off. She really did, and you weren't even here, Vicki. You have no idea. She did a wonderful job, and I don't even think she realizes, since she's not here, that her name will be blue. Her name will be blue when we see her. She was great. She was great. She really did a really good job. I saw, oh, here is, let's put this, it's a bigger piece, so let me put that here. And I need a little piece here. What do I have that's little? I need a little piece there too. Oh, I've got a little bit of crayon wrapper. That'll be fun. Let's put that in there. Oops. Let's put that right there. Right on the edge. And I need something right there. I've got glue on my finger. Let's put this little piece right on the edge. Okay, I need to wipe my fingers off again. How did I get started with collage? How did I get started with collage? I guess I don't know. How did we become so good friends? Such good friends? It's a funny way to put it. When did I start? I think I did a little bit of collage as a kid, but when I really started thinking about doing collage, it must have been, I was doing artist trading cards, 2002 and 2003, 2004, and a little bit in 2005. I was doing mostly, I liked artist trading cards. At that point, there was quite a few publications for art journaling, and a lot of the art journaling things that I saw had to do with collage. I'm going to put that little bit here. I was messing around at one point on the internet, and I didn't really use the internet very much at that point. In fact, I didn't even have a computer until almost 2007. I was on somebody else's computer. And I found this site called Baker's Dozen. It was a collage museum thing, and I can't remember what the museum is called, but they were doing a collage swap, and it was called the Baker's Dozen because you made 13 collages and you sent them in. They kept one for their permanent collection, and I think I need something different here, and they swapped all these collages and sent you back other people's collages. And I thought that would be a whole lot of fun, and I think that was the first time that I really made collages with an intent to make collages. I had a lot of fun with it. I was doing the nitwits. That's when I started doing the nitwits. All my collages were, and in fact I think I've got them right up here. I can show them to you because I did 2 of everything, so that because I couldn't just let them all go, I had to make 2. So I had 1. I mean, they were all originals, but 2 of them were pretty similar, like the same, made from the same stuff, that kind of thing. So I just couldn't bear to give away my stuff at that point. I couldn't even, I still have a hard time, but I'm much better than I was at that point. The Collage Museum, is that what it is? The Collage Museum? I don't remember exactly what city it's in. So I do have a collage online at that museum because and that one needs to be dug out too. I can pull them out really fast because they are right here. I was looking for something else and I found them. It's funny that you would say something about them. So these are the ones that I sent in, and I got 12 collages back. I was extremely disappointed. At that time, they did not have an age limit, and the kind of collages that I did were kind of, I think they looked at it as pretty juvenile. And so I got back a whole bunch of children's collages. Popsicle sticks, cotton balls. I mean, they were made from, these were 6-year-olds, and I got discouraged. They have since changed that, and I have not done it. So these are, yep, the Baker's Dozen. Yep, that's it. The Collage Museum. So these are the collages that I put in there. I was working on the nitwits, and so I was doing backgrounds, and then it's called the International Museum of Collage, Assemblage, and Construction. I'm not sure exactly where that is. And it looks like a lot, at the point that I did it, there were quite a few participants. And when I went back last year to look at it, the last time they did it, it was just a handful of people that were doing it. So I don't know if I will do it again. So this is the one that they chose to be in the permanent collection. So if you Google that, I believe it was 2005 that I did it, you'll find this one in their collection. But I just did a bunch of nitwit collages, and and entered them. So they really, I'm sure the kids really, it's in Santa Fe, New Mexico. I think the kids probably really liked, and this was stamped, it was a wheel made from gold, and it has since disappeared. The kids probably really enjoyed the collages, so, you know, it's one of those kinds of things. And I just haven't had a whole lot of time to do it again. I may do it again. I liked this one. This one I called the Cloud Jumper. I used to fly back and forth when I was a kid to visit my father. My parents were divorced, and they were in different states, so I would get on the airplane. And I always looked out at the clouds when I was on the plane, thinking it would be so much fun to be able to jump up and down on the clouds. And so I made the Cloud Jumper, jumping on the clouds. And I liked this one too. This one is, the background is woven paper. I actually sat there and did the weaving, which is really a big pain in the butt. And I think I could have done it a little bit better if I had anchored one of the sides and done it. I think I would have been better off, but I was doing it free motion. And I have never done it since. I'm sure I could do it much easier now. And that was all of them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I've got 14. One of these I didn't send in. I don't remember which one I didn't send. I think it was this one. Seems like this one is the one I didn't send. But anyway, those are, and this little one here, her sequins are free. They swing back and forth. They don't necessarily do that in the page protector, but they do swing back and forth. I have to make myself laugh when I do things, or I would stop doing them if I didn't laugh. I have to amuse myself. That's all there is to it. I have to amuse myself. So, yes, I did the Baker's Dozen. I think it was 2005 that I did it. And they have since changed the rules. You have to be 18 years old now. So you wouldn't have the same situation that I had. I was a bit disappointed when I got back all these collages, and not all of them that I got back were the kids. I got I want to say 4 or 5 of them were other artists, but it couldn't have been more than 4 or 5, and it was discouraging at the time, so I didn't like it very much. Alrighty, so back to filling in my little gaps. I think I need something right up there, just a little tiny bit of something, and that will work. I need another glue stick. I am going through the glue stick. I'm probably going to have to go back to the Dollar Tree and get some more of these, because I think normally the Dollar Tree has packs of 4 for $1, but during the back to school bits there were 8 for $1, which is a much better deal for the same exact glue. I probably need to go back and get some more, since I seem to be going through quite a bit of it, and I do want this project to be all the same glue, just so that we can remember later on that it was all the same glue. So when things start falling apart, we know what glue wasn't gluing, kind of. Okay, I need a little piece of book page right there. This one would probably be better. Okay. Thank you. The one high heel is on the page. That's what I called it. One high heel is 2005, Kathleen? 2005. So yes, I think that's about the time when I started doing collage intentionally and having, enjoying that. I enjoyed making those collages. The time limit, I did have a little. I get kind of strange with what's the word when things are due, the due dates. I tend to freeze up a little bit when I know I have to get something done, and I have to force myself to get it done. It does make me freeze just a little bit. Thank you, Vicki. Yes, 2005, Baker's Dozen. You'll find one high heel. If I have a what's it called? You freeze up when you're doing just exchanges. You can't do anything. If I have a deadline, that's what I'm trying to come up with. If I've got a deadline and I need to have something done in a certain time, the closer that deadline gets, the more I don't know what it is about deadlines. It freezes me up. It really, really freezes me up quite a bit. I'm going to put this little straight bit right here so I don't waste it. So I try not to get myself in a situation where I have a deadline. I don't do well with that. It's just one of my weird it just stresses me out too much, and then I can't do anything. I know I've got to get it done. I can't do anything. So that's pretty much when I started. I guess I can say 2005. And then that was the year that I cut my finger really, really bad. And I was having some other issues teaching classes, teaching artist trading cards, not in my style. And so I stopped doing paper crafts at that point, and that's when I started doing photography. I really got serious about the photography in 2006. Really started taking a lot of pictures, and that's when I started with the here, let me put this on this page. I need a little bit bigger piece, so this one will fit over here a little bit better. And that's when I started with Flickr. If you want to see my photographs, I have them over on Flickr, Kagedfish on Flickr. And I don't go and visit Flickr very often anymore. But I haven't taken my photos down either. I am thinking that I am going to put up on Flickr, instead of just photographs, I think I'm going to start putting my collages up there. Not that I have time to start uploading things all over the place, but it's good in theory, you know. One of those kinds of things. I think I might add collages and stuff to my Flickr account. I'm not using it I'm not taking photographs anymore. I might as well use the account. I mean, it's there for collages. Might as well, right? And I need to be posting more things on Instagram. You did that with some of your canvases on Flickr. You're on Flickr. I don't think I'm following you. You need to give me that link too, Miss Susan. I need to go over there and see what's going on. I get so busy with stuff that I don't get a chance to play very often and go see things. I don't surf the net. I don't have time for that. If I turn on the computer, it is with a purpose. Make a video or find something, or you know, that kind of thing. Okay, I don't want that painted paper with that painted paper. So let me put this painted paper here. All right. Yeah, I am fighting the book quite a bit. I don't know what I was thinking. Sewing the book together and then gluing the stuff in. I much prefer working in signatures. And I'm not doing this fighting thing with all the pages and the book and everything else. This is starting to get to me. Let me put that little bit. It's taking up more time, I suppose. Trying to get the page to turn the way I want it to. Okay, so I still need a little bit of something right there. What have I got? That will work. Your dog and hummingbird photos are on Flickr. Am I following you? Did I find you on Flickr? Seems like I saw those. Okay, I don't want all this white. I don't want all that white. I am following a few people. Am I following you? All right. We're getting there. Okay, so this is good. I need a little something right there. That is coming unglued. So let me just tear that off. I need a little something right there. That would work nicely. Cover up all that cardboard. Please send me a link to that as well, Miss Susan. Is that, Kathleen, is that for Susan or is that for me? Are you following me on Flickr too? Following Susan. Which is fine, you don't have to follow me, I'm just curious. But I think that maybe I should put some of the collages, book pages, you know, some of those kinds of ATCs and that kind of stuff. I should be posting them on Flickr. And that is my intention eventually, to get that going, but I've got other things to do first. And I've got a little spot right there that I want to cover. Just use that little tiny bit right there. With that little tiny bit right there. And I've got two little bits here. So I might as well use that since I have it in my hand. And another one right there. Thank you, Kathleen. Alrighty. So that's pretty much covered. So I've got a little space here. Let me use a little bit of that. That will work. I need to turn my page here. Seems like I'm gluing like a crazy person here, going fast, fast, fast. But it's been over. Hi, Lisa. You just cleaned out your garage, and now you know what to do with your old magazines. That is fabulous. Hi, Peggy. How I put this book together. There is a video. I didn't show how I put this one together. I do have a video on how I put the three tiered books together. And it's the same basic process. If you want to see that. That little pink polka dot thing is kind of cool. I want to put that someplace. Where can I put that? I guess I could put it right there. Let me turn the page. Hi, Jennifer. You can find the video that shows how I sew together the three-tiered book in my playlist called Book Construction. It's called the three-tiered book. It is a long video because I went from start to finish. I recorded the entire process, so it's a bit long. You can fast forward through any bits that you don't need to see the entire bit for, but you can see all of what is going on right there. Thank you, Vicki. Vicki just put up a link to that video if you would like to take a look. So many people like that three-tiered thing, huh? Isn't that funny? Hi, Muriel. Hello, hello. Sorry, guys. I know you guys are getting tired of this project. I did not have a chance to do anything else. I'm going to put this piece of scrapbook paper somewhere. I am, somewhere. Ooh. I could put it right there. I had really hoped to be putting little focal images and bits of interest in this book today, but doing the videos took up a little bit more time than I anticipated. It was important to get those videos up, so I'm going to put that on the edge. You didn't say you were tired of it? Oh, okay. For anybody that's watching the recording, sorry if you're getting tired of this project. I didn't get a chance to pull out anything else. So that's where I am. You love this project. You never get tired of watching me. Never get tired of watching me glue. You gotta get tired of it sometime. I mean, it's just gluing. It's just it's just, it can't be that interesting. What do you find interesting about watching glue? Where I put something. I'm really not talking about my thought process. I'm just gluing things down where there's a space that needs to be covered. Ooh, let me put a little bit of this scrapbook paper in places. Maybe some of these trees. Oh, here's a magazine image with some music notes. Let's put that in there too, somewhere. Let's make that a two-piece bit. I probably should have found some place to put it before I put the glue on it. Every time I glue, I give a lesson in composition This is just backgrounds. There's no composition at all going on here. This is just trying to get the background situated so I can put things on top. How are you learning anything from this? I do enjoy having the company while I do glue in all this stuff. I do. Let's see here. I'm just covering up spaces. Oh, that's a space that needs to be covered with something. Here's another space. Oh, I can put that there. All right. And then I need to find a space for the other part of that magazine image. It has to do with seeing how I see, so you guys can see what I pick and choose and put where. Okay, well, I can see that. That's interesting. Something to think about. All right, I need a space for this little bit. How about right there if I tear the edges so it doesn't really fit in that space. Let's see what else. Where else? Where else? I need a little space. This is putting a lot of pressure on these pages. I can feel that some of them coming loose a little bit. How about right there for that one? Just like that. Fill up that hole. Let me tear this into little bits. A lot of people are intimidated by getting started. You found some inexpensive music last week? I love music pages to collage with. You know what? I'm going to leave those little straight edges. I might have some little bits like right there that I can use those with. I'm not covering all the edges, but I'm trying to cover the whole page, most of the page. I need something on this one, and that's where, nope, I need to go back and do some more stuff right here. So let me add a little bit of this paper right there. I'm trying to go in order so that I don't miss anything. I missed a couple of pages. Didn't know about it. And I need a little tiny bit. You know what? I bet I could cover that with a focal point or sticker or something. So I'm not going to worry about that. All right. Going back. 25 cents a book piece? Wow. Hi, Carmen. Zoe. Thank you, everyone, for your thumbs up. I do appreciate it. And Miss Vicky appreciates it. She works so hard at making people give me the thumbs up. Make Vicki happy. We like it when Vicki's happy. Right? We all like it when Vicki's happy. I don't know if I like this piece with all the straight edges, and it's too small to cut or to tear. So there's a little space right there that I can put one bit. I'm looking for another little place. I'm thinking somewhere along the edge, the gutter here. I'm going to put it right there. Use it up. Use it up. You can't cut up books. It was a whole book for 25 cents. When I went over to my local library, they sell books quite a bit. I got a grab bag of 4 books, 4 hardback, large print mystery books, 4 for $1. They are well used, but they're hardbound, nice size. They're not, they're not the large size. They're the one just a little bit smaller than a regular size. And they will be great for gutting and adding book pages to, or like a junk journal. They'll be good for junk journaling, adding junk journal pages to. And then, of course, I use the pages a lot. The book was $1. That's not too bad. Well used is even better, yeah. Sorry, Zoe, if you're buffering. Yes, this is a live stream. I do put in the title, and I guess I shouldn't have it in the title while I'm streaming, that it is a recorded live stream. If you see the red live, that means that it is live at that moment. And yes, you caught a live stream. So hello, Zoe. Hope you're not buffering too much so you can't hear me. I do put in the titles, in my titles of my live streams, I put recorded, because after the live stream, when I'm no longer streaming, I have the recordings on YouTube. So those people that can't come to the live stream, they can watch the recording afterwards. Oh, this is one of those two-sided bits that I have to decide which one. I think I'm going to go with the less bright side for this project. Just so people understand that it was a live stream and they are watching a recording. Many people try to, they don't realize that it's just a recording, and they can't understand why they can't find the chat. Here's a cute little bit that I need to put someplace. Oh, and it's just the right size for right there. Perfect size. It's a bit dark for background, but it'll be interesting in the end, I hope. Here's a bit of stamped something that will be interesting as well. And a bit of, I think this is book page. I'm going to put that up in the corner there. That right there. Cover that spot. And that is an interesting piece. Where does it want to be? It needs an edge, since it's got a straight edge on it. You could go right there. And tear off that straight edge. Here we go. I do have a Facebook group, and the Facebook group is a place that people who watch my channel can post projects, get feedback, ask questions, so I can see what's going on, what people are doing. I like to see what people are doing. It is just a place that we have. Ooh, I didn't take that. Oh, because it's one of those perfume ads. I usually try to keep these coaches. I like the little baby coaches. Actually, I should put it in this book. That's what I think I am going to add on top of all this backgrounds, are little bits like that. Let's find an interesting bit for it. Right there on that leaf. It's where it wants to be. Just like that. Just like that. I need, okay, where am I? Are all these pages done? I need a little clip or something that'll keep me on track here. Getting a little off track. Not too bad, but just a little. I think I need something just a little bit more straight there. And I need torn edges on both sides. Put my little bits in place where I can find them again. The top. And then I need some bits right in here. Let's see, what can I use? Something that's not already on the page. This is a really rough edge. I need something large-ish to go over the edge. Let's see here. Maybe a little bit of that. And tearing off the straight edges, because that's a horrible edge on that. Almost done with the whole bottom row, I hope. And then if I look at it, there's probably a bunch of spots that need fixing. Let me put that little bit right there. I need to turn my page. Okay, I need to get it into that spot. And something on the top there. Thank you everyone for your thumbs up. If you're watching the recording, thank you so much for watching the recording, number one. And thank you if you are giving me thumbs up. I really do appreciate all your thumbs up. Makes me know, it lets me know that you like what you're watching. Okay. So, after I get done with this project, what kind of project would you like to see me doing next? I'm kind of in collage mode, working on workshops and stuff like that. But what kind of project would you like to see me do? Maybe something some littler projects like ATCs. I haven't done ATCs or postcards in a long time. Bye, Jennifer. The giant glue book. You know, I got it out, and I probably should show it. I might show stuff. Somebody was asking, I think it was Tilda, was asking about painted papers. That's not one of my favorites. I think it was Tilda was asking about the glue books that I started in January. And so I have gotten out a bit of those projects to take a look at, and I have not worked on many of those projects since January. So I don't have a lot of new anything to show. I did pull out the giant glue book. It is so large I can't necessarily work on it on a stream. It's too big. It takes up the entire space. I don't have any place to glue, and I don't have any place to put the stuff that I want to glue in. So it became too much of a problem to work on the stream. But I can show it and other things. Actually, let me use a little bit of that one. This is a very brittle piece of paper. I can do this. I can use that little bit. I have a straight edge here, and I'm putting on another straight edge. Journaling by FIBS. You like ATCs and postcards? Journaling by FIBS. I haven't done that in a while. Okay, are all these covered? I need something right there and on the edge here. I need something on the edge. Let's see here. Have we got enough time? I get so involved, I lose track of time. And I do need to remember to post on Patreon the new workshop. The new one. Let's put that on the edge. We need something on the edge. Here we go. Like the looks of that. I think I need book page there. Some book page. That will work. We love ATCs. Just showing is fun too. You want to see how much I didn't do on the glue books since January? That's quite a bit of stuff that I didn't do on the glue books since January. I have not really had a chance to work on the glue books of moving and all the renovations and sick kitty and family project and all that other stuff. I have not had a lot of time to do anything. I'm going to put that piece right there. I was supposed to do some spirograph pieces. Forgot to do that. Oops. Can't remember everything, can I? I get a good idea and then I forget about it. Let's see, I need something right there. What do I have? Just a little bit of something. That will work. I don't like to leave holes, white spots, cardboard spots on the edges of my pages. It's hard to find something to put on the edge to cover things at. Hey, Jean, the cat, she is not throwing up as much as she was. She's much better. She can hold bigger amounts of food down now. She's only been sick. She's like sick once a day every 3 or 4 days. So she's getting there. I want to put this one in somewhere. So I don't know. I don't know what is going on with her still. But I don't want to take her to the vet because that's just so traumatic for all of us. Unless she's really, really sick. So I'm still kind of waiting to see if she eventually will stop or if it gets worse. She's still got lots of energy, and she doesn't act like she's sick or any of that kind of stuff. I guess this is too big for any place. Oh, I could put it there. I could put it right there. So she's much better. She's much better. She's not taking quite as much time from my day as she was. I am still keeping her meals pretty small and feeding her every few hours, which does take up my time, but she's doing much better. Thank you, Jean. You like it? It's getting there. It's getting interesting, isn't it? It's getting interesting. It really is getting interesting. I've been so busy gluing that I really haven't taken a look at what's going on here. Wow. Who knew? Let's see. We need something over the edge on that one. And something here. That page is pretty well done. This is getting pretty busy. I hadn't planned on putting large images and stuff on top. Hopefully it won't be too busy to put stuff on. I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there, huh? Okay, so let's put that here. that middle row here. This middle row is going to be a little difficult to work with. It's going to be a little rough. So I'm going back to this row. Finish this row up. All right. Bye, Sherry. Thank you for being here. So is everybody a part of the Facebook group? It is a closed group. You have to ask for entrance. If you mention that you heard about the group on YouTube, you will probably get in. We do screen people. It's the reason it is a closed group. We're trying to keep out the scammers and you know those kind of people that we can do without. So we ask a few questions. If you answer the questions, if you are arty and have art stuff on your Facebook page, then you will get in, especially if you mention that you saw it on YouTube. And it's just a place to share your projects and to see what everybody else is doing, ask questions, get inspiration. There's a lot of cool stuff going on over there. Okay, I need, oh, this page needs a little care. Let's see, what can I do to this page? It needs some glue right there. Let's get some glue in there. That glue is coming up. It's not hitting the cardboard very well. You like all the videos I posted? Thank you. I hope you enjoy it. I look forward to seeing all your collage projects and other projects too in the group. I hope you guys do a few things and post it so I can see what you're doing. It's what the group is all about. Okay, so that page is taken care of. I'm wondering if I shouldn't do something with the spine here. I guess I will figure that out later. Figure it out at another time. This will be an interesting bit to put someplace. Got a straight edge, so I'm looking for an edge to put it on, like right there. Alright, my fingers are getting gluey again. Bye, Mrs. Gigi. Thanks for being here. It's getting to be about that time. kind of hoping to get this whole bottom row situated. Some little bits out here so I can fill up these little spots. What is, Susan, are you still here? What is your YouTube channel called? And Vicki also has a YouTube channel called Messy Table Studio. She has been doing all kinds of stuff over there. You need to go look, see what she's been up to. Is this the one that I wanted to put stuff on? I'm not sure, so I will put it here. I wanted something. Now I don't see it. Now I don't see it. So go on over to Messy Table Studio. I watched her paper beads the other day. So hopefully I'll have enough time this week to, okay, that's way too straight of a tear. Let's mess that up a little bit. I'm hoping to have enough time this week to work on this book and get the rest of the background done so that I can come back and start filling in pages with little bits of interest. I think I'm going to grab my stickers and little pictures. The workshop that I just did, I pulled out my little pictures. These are so much fun to collect, to use, just to have. And so I think I will try to get out some scrapbook paper pictures, you know, those pieces of scrapbook paper that have a little, you know, something interesting on them. Try to get some of those out too and add those kind of images to this book. Okay, I need something right there. This is kind of bothering me that it's not glued down very well, and it's kind of thick, so I'm actually going to cut that off and glue something over that spot. So thanks everyone for spending time with me. And hopefully I will have this book done so that we can start making some interesting pages. On top. That is my goal. I've got some more videos to do, but I'm going to give myself a little bit of a break since I finally got those other videos done. I will not stream on Sunday, but I will be back on Tuesday. I do enjoy spending time with you guys. I need to get over and see what's going on the Facebook group Art Experiments. I was a little busy trying to get those videos out, so I'm a little behind in what's going on over there. I need to go catch up. And I will be posting another workshop over on Patreon if you are interested. There is a link to Patreon in the description box below. And I think that is everything. I have got a lot of little tiny bits over here. A lot of little tiny bits that need to find a place to be. So thank you everyone for being here, spending time with me, and hopefully I can get this to the next stage next week. And I may pull out the glue books, let me put it that way, so you can see what's going on and where I haven't really had a chance to do a whole lot, so we can revisit them and I can try to get a move on with those. I have such a hard time working on the giant glue book because it is a monster. It in this space just is not big enough for the whole thing to work on it. So I will probably show it. Hello, Vicky R. Thank you everyone for being here. You guys make this fun. I like chatting with you and having conversations and having the input that you all give me. I really enjoy all of that. So thanks for being here, spending time with me. I will see you next week. I put glue on it, then I lost the place that it was supposed to go to. I will see you next week. Thank you if you're watching the recording. Thank you so much. I hope you guys like the videos, and I want to see any collage projects that you're doing. Seems so far away. I'm sorry. Because I took Sundays off, the last couple of Sundays off, that's why I was able to get those videos done. I just need a little extra time this month so I can try to catch up with things. I actually, hi Jamie, didn't see you come in. So I am catching up. I was organizing my room here. I found those items that I was missing. I finally found them. And I wouldn't have been able to if I hadn't taken the Sundays off to try to situate things and find things and organize and all that stuff. So I just need the time. I do apologize. I miss you guys on Sundays as well. But I feel like I'm getting caught up. I do feel like I'm finally getting caught up. So I just need to take 1 or 2 more Sundays off and really feel caught up, so I'm not so panicking. So thanks everyone. I will see you next week. It's been fun. Hopefully I can, look how cool this is getting. Well, not the outside, but it's getting pretty neat on the inside. I'm getting there. There's not that many spaces to fill, so hopefully, oops, there's some papers in here. So hopefully I can get that, all the backgrounds done, and come back with it next week. Thanks everyone.